And here we are, Tuesday morning. Happy December 7th. And it is the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. So make sure you take a moment to at least remember that, people. That was one big day for World War II, if I can get my speech out today. Uh, we had our last con of the year. I'm kind of depressed. Nerd Con. It was it was fun. It was definitely fun. A lot of people there, and I have to say, meeting the 12-year-old author was pretty cool.
That is cool.
That was awesome. I know Veronica Smith actually went over and bought one of his books. Unfortunately, I was just running around with my head cut off like a chicken trying to get everything done and get the interviews in, and I was just busy.
I've only seen that one other time. There was in the Longview, um, they have like a thing, Chautauqua Festival. There was a girl. She was, I think, actually 11 or 12, and she already had two books out, and the third was coming out the next month.
Well, I know the father was proud of his son. He was here and he was like swiping the cards and getting everything done. It was like father was definitely proud, and I don't blame him. I would be too.
Me too.
And the other thing is, I wanted to ask is, how is Aimee holding up with the 12 days of page turners?
Man, I'm in page turner like mode, so I'm probably not like super talkative. But no, man, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. It's going, I'm not going to say better than I thought it was going to go because that's not true. But I will say that the feedback and just the stories that we're hearing behind the writer are amazing. And I mean, we have heavy hitter writers every night. So, I mean, tonight is day 7. And so you can hear my voice is starting to go. So my husband's going to get me a humidifier and we're just all going to be peaches and rainbows. Okay. Like that's how this is going to go. But no, I mean, it's been amazing. I heard Mary Hamilton talk about her book, The Pendant, and it just brought back, has like a Lovely Bones kind of feel to it. And I mean, I'm already broke buying books, man. I'm like, I love all of y'all, but y'all ain't getting nothing for Christmas because I done spent it on myself getting books. And I'm like, I'm so impulsive that I knew they were offering specials. And I was like, okay, I'll wait for the specials. But then when we did the meet and greet before, they were talking about their books. And I was like, well, shit, I got to go buy their books. So then I was broke. So then I was like, Aimee, you told yourself you were going to wait till the specials. And then I didn't. So needless to say, I'm an impulsive person and I'm going to own that. And
I don't blame you. I've been watching them every night and there's quite a few books I've picked up from my Kindle. When you start to hear the stories and a little bit of the summaries of their books, they're like, okay, I start looking them up while they're talking. I'm like, okay, where are they? And I start just downloading them. I think they're great.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I missed last night's because I had a meeting.
Shame on you. Okay. Like just shame on you, Greg. But you were doing awesomer things, so it's okay. I know why you missed. I won't hold it against you. If you want to get their deals and bundles, their links are all in the live video on my page. So, and my page is public. Okay. I'm open for stalkers on my page. It's open. So you can go and see all of the lives that we've done. We've done them for 6 nights now, and they all have the links and everything to where to get their bundles or their specials that they're offering. They are good. Some are good through the end of the month. Some are good until December 13th, which is when we end. So, Greg, you can go and watch the replay and just use #replay when you comment. Just saying. But I mean, every night we've had books sold. We've had questions. We've had engagement. I've gotten so many new friend requests of people that are like, these are awesome. I have to friend you so I can watch, the rest of them so they get notified. So, it's just been a fun time. Everyone that's come on has just had fun. We go down rabbit holes, which Greg, is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world is rabbit holes. And so, it's been a whole lot of fun. I've met amazing people that I haven't talked to before or heard their books, or people that I've known of and I haven't spoken to in a long time, and people that were good friends with Sandy that did not know who I was, right? And it's been amazing because, okay, both of y'all know my personality is a lot to take. Okay. So if you don't know me and I just come at you like this, just a big bundle of rainbowness, then you're going to be like, holy crap, like Energizer Bunny on like steroids, calm down. Right. And so far everyone has liked me, knock on wood. Cause it's, my personality is a lot, but it's just been a lot of fun, man. I've really enjoyed it. I got a bunch of their goodie bags and stuff ready to go out. I think I have like 14 today. So, it's a lot of fun. My voice is going for sure. But yeah, I mean, right now, the most personality I've connected with is Kevin Petway. And that's because we both just can't take things serious. And so that was fantastic.
This is one of the books I downloaded and I can't wait to read it. Cause like I said, when you start to learn more about the author's personality as you're talking to them, and you think, okay, their writing has got to be like really good. You go in and you just download them. And
well,
the storyline
that was the point of the 12 days of page turners, right? And I didn't tell anybody that because I didn't want them to know like what kind of questions were coming at them, right? And it's more about, for me, in marketing and crap, that I do, people want to buy from people they relate to, they understand and they know, and they feel like, is going to be a good read, has their best interests at heart, all of these things, right? And so, the 12 days of page turners, yes, we do talk about their books, but we talk about the author as a person and what was their inspiration that got them into writing, whether it's their first book or whatever. It's about what got them into writing, right? And that's been hella fun for me. I just like it because some of them are like in dreams. Some have been writing since they were 13. Some have, their brother took their kid book out of their hand and gave him an adult book. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to do this. And he's written since then. Right. And so it's just been a lot of fun. Kevin Petway's book, I read, it was in a book box. And I mean, I read it when I got it before I even put it in the book box. And I was like, holy crap, I love this guy and his creative cussing that he puts in his books. Right. And so, it's been a lot of fun, and it's just, I don't know, it's well received. I have fun going down memory lane with them and rabbit holes and talking all their stuff.
Mm-hmm. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, and my personality, Greg, I'm surprised people tune in because I'm just like, hey, how you doing? What's up? So tell me about your books. Like we're long lost friends in Starbucks is how. Oh my gosh, Greg, you would love this. That's how Roger Leslie mentioned it last night before we got on live. And he was, talking to everybody. And he's like, I've been around Aimee with several of these. And she's going to make you feel like your long lost friend sitting at Starbucks having some coffee talking about your book. I was like, well, dang, Roger, if I had a Starbucks, that would be perfect, But I loved that. That was like the greatest moment, for me is I want everyone to feel that way. That's how I treat you guys on the show. Like, we're just at Starbucks talking crap. Like, yes, I love it.
Sure, why not?
It's fun.
So what about Christmas? Are y'all ready for Christmas? I know Amy's basically bought her own books, like she just said.
Hey, man, don't put me on blast like that. But no, I'm not. I have bought everybody else in my family gifts, right? Like the little kids and my sisters and everything. But like my own kids, I have a list for. And I keep going through the list, adding stuff, and then I just forget to check out. Like, I don't know. I haven't checked out with any of my kids' stuff. And so I only have one thing that I pre-ordered for them, and it's the little baby Yoda, and it like talks and does all this stuff. And it's like, it's freaking huge, man. It's like 3 feet tall. I'm like, holy crap, I don't know why I bought this. But I did. It was like supposed to be the toy of the year. And I was like, holy crap, I got to pre-order this so my kids get it. And I can't buy one. I have to buy two. I have to buy two of everything. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have pretty much twins, really. And so, yeah, I mean, I have that. I got my elf on the shelf. Ida is her name. And so, I know how you guys all feel about elf on the shelf, but I love it. I am
You've
like,
seen my
this is great. Like, I'm so creative, and it's so much fun. I love it. But
let's see.
If you've seen my post, you know how I feel about elf on the shelf.
I know.
I like the one with the chicken bones with the little hat, and it's like, yep, my kids are going to love this one.
Oh, no, that's just me. My kids love it. Josh hit her one night and put it up high. And, me and my kids are short, okay? Like, let's be real. My kids are almost as tall as me, okay? And they're 2 and 1. But whatever. Anyways, we don't look up high. We short. We look low. We don't look high. And so they can't find her, And I'm like, hey, look at that. Is that some stars and all that? Just so like they can, look up to see where she is. So Josh is no longer in charge of hiding her because I couldn't find her for like a day and a half. And he was like, Aimee, it's right here. I'm like, what the hell, man? Tall people problems.
I would put on the ceiling fan and have it going.
Yeah, lots of creative things. Ours
What is your problem with an elf? It's a kilo elf. Oh my god!
I have a problem with Santa too. So yeah,
I know. What is your problem?
I can't do that to
oh
Santa.
my god!
Do you really want to know? Because I can't tell you.
I don't want to know. Like, no, don't ruin Santa for me. I've waited so long to be Santa, and I'm just like, hell yes, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna get little snow prints, all kinds of stuff. Yes.
At our house, we have.
Yes, Greg, I am ready. But in terms of presents, I'm not. No, I'm not. Not at all.
At our house, we absolutely love Christmas, though. It takes us about a week to put everything up. There's like 2 Christmas trees. There's lights everywhere. A little Christmas village. There's blow-ups, which after the storm from yesterday, it looked like a blow-up graveyard because all of them got blown over to the side, and of course they get water and they die. And so we had to revive all of them. And we have lighted candy canes down the driveway. We have icicles everywhere. We have stockings galore coming down the staircase. And I have fun. I love Christmas itself. As far as Elf on the Shelf and Santa, not so much.
It's just I've waited so long to do these things, and I am just like, damn it, I'm gonna do it. Josh didn't want to buy the Elf on the Shelf. I put that thing in the cart in Target. I was like, we doing Elf on the Shelf this year. Like, we doing it, okay? So yes, I feel it.
We got some new lights because we usually hang garland at the front of our porch, and the lights were almost like halogens. It's almost like you go out at night and it's almost like a runway strip. Just
oh my gosh, they're blinding. Oh my gosh, your neighbors have to hate you.
Boom.
Wow.
Actually, it's kind of sad because they used to decorate around here, and it's like it's each year it's like it's going downhill, and it's like, come on, people.
Yeah, like on our street, there's 3, and we're one of them.
Oh my gosh. On our street, we have the people that pay to put their Christmas lights up. So they're all like perfect, you can tell like perfect, and you just hate them. You're like, what the hell, man? Like, stop it. Don't do that, But then we have people with like the big inflatables with the countdown. But I feel like the lights are more popular in neighborhoods that have like little kids, and in neighborhoods that there aren't really any kids and stuff around, lights aren't as popular. Is kind of what is going on like here. But I mean, we put our lights up, and then both of my neighbors put them up. This one lady, like the day after Thanksgiving, is like her spot for the professional light people. And they like come every year. And so she's the first one with them up, and they look like candy canes, and it's the bomb. But I hate it because I'm like, damn, like those look good. You're putting everyone to shame. Stop it. Like, no.
That's usually when I do. Our trees don't come up till the day, either Thanksgiving Day or the day after. And Trevor usually gets up, and it's like Christmas vomit everywhere.
Wow. My mom has all 6 of her trees already up before Thanksgiving. Like, she's got.
I was watching a couple of shows on Discovery Plus, which is basically your gingerbread competitions and stuff like that. And I was watching those people, and it's like, oh my God, how do you just sit there and do that? It's like they take like 70 days to get ready for these competitions. And I mean, the artwork on these gingerbread houses is just like, my God, just slap some of that shit on there and get it over with.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. I hate doing gingerbread houses. They never work. They always fall down. And I'm just like, screw this. Like, no.
This one person had a bonsai tree made out of gingerbread.
Oh my gosh. That's creative though. It's creative. Yes. But still.
I think he either won 3rd place or 2nd place in that competition. And it's like, whoa.
With a bonsai tree, and he only got 3rd? Oh my God.
So you should have seen the ones that were made. And it's like the other ones.
I don't know if I want to.
Have you guys ever watched The Great Christmas Light Fight? Those start in the beginning of December, and it's Tanya and Carter from the home channel where they're like builders and stuff. And that stuff, sometimes it looks like Christmas vomit. Sometimes it looks like super cool, but it's like all over the US. and they do sections of 4, and then one person wins each one. They win $50,000 and a cool light.
Someone in San Antonio run that this year.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, in the Windcrest area. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Are they the ones with the music boxes and stuff outside? And
I don't know. Some of those. Man, have you guys gone?
Santa pulls up with it at the end. Santa actually drives the car and he honks his horn.
No, I meant the houses, the decorations. Do they? A lot of them have the sound with where the lights start flashing with the music, and
some do. A lot of them are a lot of DIYs, and they've like hand cut out everything. One lady hot glued over 10,000 lights to her house, and she does it every year. And I'm like, that's a crap ton of hot glue. And some of them, there's like one that was this kid was 17 years old who put it all up all over his acreage, and he did a little bit of the computer stuff in the back, especially where it made like a dancing fountain. So they are really cool. You should check it out. It's a great Christmas light fight.
Yeah, I know the ones in Windcrest, which is one of the people that won in San Antonio. They Windcrest is known for their lights. I mean, these people, I'm telling you, you wait in line for like hours to drive the neighborhood to do the lights. And in some sections of the neighborhood, when you like buy a house and stuff, it's like a requirement. You have to like say that you're going to put lights up and stuff.
Really?
But one year we went and it was like dinosaur themed, and one of the cul-de-sac in the middle of it had like a big lit up T-Rex. It was bitching. Anyway, that was little. But like Windcrest is like the place to go in San Antonio. So it's no surprise that that's where one of the winners were, because I totally like hands down do that. But in our neighborhood, we have like one person that dresses up as the Grinch, and you can like say whose house, to come to. And he'll like come and like play with your kids or like show up on the door cam, and then we have one for Christmas. He'll deliver a bell like from the Polar Express, that kind of bell. And he'll come on your camera. So the kids like see him and he sets it off and everything. And so, I have people like that in my neighborhood. It pays to live in the boonies. Okay. It's nice people up in here that just dress up.
There's one of the winners was in Conroe.
Oh,
that's
really?
The one. Yeah. That's the one where she hot glued 10,000 lights to the house. And then they actually had a section of the yard. He's one of the principals of one of the schools down in Conroe. And there's one section where they have Christmas trees, and people who don't have trees can actually come and get a tree each year.
Wow.
So it's kind of cool.
Well, it's been quite interesting. I've been talking to another podcast that's actually, I know they're East Coast. I don't know where exactly, but they actually have a podcast called Drunk Theory where they talk about conspiracy theories. And they're like, hey, y'all need to come to this show because we go there every year.
Do they drink on their show?
I thought about Aimee because it's in February, it's in Atlanta, and it's called Days of the Dead.
Oh my God.
All the way.
Oh, you had me at, the title of their name. Okay. Yes. As long as we can drink. Yes. And then you have me at, the zombie one. Oh my God. And it's in February. Okay.
Yep. I think it's the last weekend in February, if I'm correct.
I don't think I have anything. I could.
I don't know if we do or not yet. We'll find out.
No, I'm talking about in my business, man. I'm talking about me if I can get away. I don't think I have any book launches so far. I might though. I may have two.
That would definitely be a fun one to go to.
Kind of block it.
I've never been to a horror convention. Well, I've been to Terror Isle, which I don't really call that a convention. That was more of the haunted house theme.
Yeah, no, I think I follow a guy, it's Living Dead guy, and I met him at Comic Conroe, and I follow him on Instagram, and he goes, and I mean, oh my gosh, these are just Aimee in heaven, okay? Like the outfits that people wear and the themes and just the whole like just I want to say like surrounding, but like, I don't know, just the whole theme is just Aimee-fied. It's just Aimee on steroids, and it makes me happy. So happy.
Like I said, I could definitely see you going to that one.
It's in Atlanta?
That one's in Atlanta.
Are you guys just like determined to get me out of Texas? Like,
well, Texas doesn't have any of that.
Well, no, you can't say Texas doesn't. We have our horror shows here in Houston. I know
Yeah.
Scary Dad has had 2 pop-ups already, or they've had 1 pop-up and they have another one coming, I think, this month.
Well, you have that, but Celebrity Fan Fest is doing something too. I think they did
have
one where it was like MonsterCon, villains in MonsterCon, and then they had the one that they had to cancel, but then they have another one where it's like films, and they're gonna have the people from Ghostbusters, the Ghostbuster cars there.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been seeing them advertise. Oh God, I can't think of his name, and now I feel bad.
So
the Ghostbuster that's going there.
The question about these pop-ups. So, is there like a website that has them listed or something so people know about it? Or
I see them on Facebook, and
yeah,
I think they have
to
enough.
Know the but either the people that go to that kind of con or the people that run it to like have them pop up.
And what's odd about the pop-ups is that they actually have some of the stars showing up at these pop-up events. And I don't know if it's just a one-day event or if it's over the weekend, but if it's just one day and having the guests there, that's still quite amazing. Well, and I know they have 2 guests this one.
Well, pop-ups are really popular right now, though, because you'll have like stores and stuff that are primarily online that are doing random pop-ups, right? And like renting out the space for the weekend or whatever. Mm-hmm. And that is really big now instead of doing really big conventions and stuff. So, I mean, I would say pop-ups, you're seeing a lot of them just because they're trending right now on everything in every aspect, not just cons, right? And businesses and all of that.
I can see that, and I can see why too.
Yeah.
One, because you're probably not going to get like the convention 1,000, 2,000 people. The pop-ups you're only going to get maybe the 100 to 200 people, but they're going to be the dedicated people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's actually good for the stars as well, because when you get that dedication, that means that they're going to want to get their autographs and photos and everything that they can with them.
Well, I'm a Gemini, so I got that 2-sided part of me, the OCD and ADD part of me. So the ADD part of me likes the idea of the pop-ups, but the OCD part of me is like, okay, my schedule goes out 3 to 6 months in advance, so not knowing is kind of like anxiety for me. So
CJ,
I don't know.
This is where you have to be flexible and wing it and go with the flow, girl. Wing it is my motto. When in doubt, wing it out. Okay, like that's how we function.
I'm good on winging it when it comes to like interviews where people can say, "Hey, can I talk to you?" Sure, no problem, and I can handle that. I can handle doing interviews on the spot. But it's like, for example, the Renfest. But I knew when Renfest started that these were my weekends that I would be going, and I'd be interviewing this weekend, having fun on this weekend. So I was okay with that. But it's like these pop-up things. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. I like the whole spontaneous kind of thing. Like, I like farmers markets kind of for that reason, right? So farmers markets are always in a different location, and at least like here. And I look forward to knowing where the hell they're at, like finding them. Like, I don't know. I thrive on that. That's just like, woohoo, yes, Aimee scored. I got something, I love things like that, which is probably why I'm a fan of the pop-ups. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you guys, okay, we're going to be real here. I am not a structured person in general, which is probably why I like it. And I'm not super organized in my life. My life is literally the motto, wing it. And it's, it turns out pretty good. So I don't really know if I guess I'm a biased person, or my opinion doesn't really count. So
I mean, like, I'm okay with garage sales because I can take them or leave it. But if something like a pop-up con sort of thing or pop-up show, to me, I like to have some notice. I'm not allowed to be in person. Our friends know this. They'll call us and they'll call us and like, "Hey, can we come over Saturday?" And we're like, "Do you not know us? That doesn't work."
These aren't like pop-up like that week. These are more like pop-ups. You get maybe a month and a half notice. So
yeah,
I mean, it's not pop-up and then it's right there. Yeah. No, this is like
month. They have to market it.
Yeah. For like attending, I can handle that. But if I were to participate, I couldn't handle that. My schedule's up for actually participating is like 3 to 6 months.
Oh. Well,
But like just going, like Trevor and I jumping in the car and going, I'm okay with the month and a half. But actually participating, I can't do it.
I don't know. I feel like I strive, I just function better like that. I got 2 weeks to get shit done. It's like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get shit done and prove that I can do it. Like, yes. And then if not, I'm like, if I have too much time, then it's just like,
I'll still procrastinate
to the last minute.
Yeah, not me.
I like it.
I have that ant personality. Is like, I know my goal is here, and I know we need to do this by this time, this by this time, this by this time. So I'm not rushed by the end. And when the, crap hits and stuff's scheduled around for that one little bit, I'm not freaking out because I've already got 90 to 95% of it already taken care of.
I like the pressure.
I don't.
I enjoy the pressure.
I don't know why. I thrive better in it. And so that's like, man, so CJ, did COVID like just drive you AWOL when they canceled a ton of crap? Because I was like in hog heaven. I was like, I didn't have any plans anyway. So I'll ride them.
Yes and no. I didn't like it because I like talking to people. I like doing the Comic-Cons. That's the part that I didn't like. I didn't mind them. I didn't like the fact that they waited till last minute, a lot of them. But, if they canceled, they canceled. That's fine. We could cancel. As long as we had time to cancel our hotels and whatever other plans we had to make to get there, I was okay.
Yeah. I mean, I can respect that and get that. I just, if it like how you're like describing it for me stresses me out. I'm like, holy crap. Like, I feel stressed like being that structured. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. Like Josh is like you, CJ. Like Josh is like you. That's why he needed me in his life, because I was just like, we're going to get in the car and we're going to go to IKEA and buy a couch this morning. Like you just showed it to me and hell yeah, we're going to go. Like I'm not sitting on the floor anymore, where he's like, I got to find it. It's got to be the best one. I'm okay sitting on the floor. And I'm like, hell no, man. Like we're going. We're going to make this drive and get this shit done because my ass ain't sitting on the floor.
When it comes to that sort of thing, that's Trevor. And I let him handle the research. But once he's made a decision, then I'm like, okay, you got your decision. Let's go.
I'd love to see y'all doing what I used to do, and that's a 911 dispatcher.
Yeah, no. Well, no, because for me, there's a little bit of, okay. Yeah, because I was an EMT at one point, in fire service for 13 years. So that I could handle. And there's a general structure when it comes to handling that sort of thing, where you're almost running on instinct because you're trained so well. So that I can handle.
Well, you never know what's going to pop up.
Oh. Yeah, but there's still a general step to it.
I don't know. I feel like my personality may not be the best as a 911 dispatcher because I'm just like,
hey, how you doing?
And it's like, why am I thanking them for calling? Clearly they're in distress. Like, maybe I shouldn't be one. Like, I kind of feel like it would be so much fun.
Oh, God.
She'd be like, hey, how you doing? You need to take a drink now to calm down, honey. We need to talk.
I know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just don't feel like my personality is the best match for that. But I would love to do that and try it and just, have that experience. But, I don't, maybe I would be good at like calming people down and talking them off the ledge. But I don't think it would be good if like, someone was breaking in the house. And I'm like, hey, thanks for calling. How can we help you? Like, no, they don't want to hear that. They just want to hear people on the way. So, yeah, that's probably not my forte. Okay,
but I could see you talking somebody off the edge because you would distract them enough that they wouldn't know what was going on for a while.
Well, no, they would feel like they needed to come down and slap my ass and be like, what the hell are you talking about, you damn happy ass person? So they would come down and slap me. Like, I'm telling you, it would work every time.
Now, see, I'm also the type that used to like roller coasters. I can't ride them anymore because of issues, but I'd be like the one that gets up there on the ledge with them and it's like, hey, let's jump. Let's get that thrill over with.
No,
as long as there's something underneath to land on, let's go.
No, like I'll do roller coasters, but I don't have a thing about jumping out of perfectly good airplanes or off of a perfectly good bridge. There's like no reason. I could like snap my neck jumping off the bridge, or my parachute could not open. And honestly, I don't trust anyone enough to open the parachute for me. Like you never know who you pissed off that day, and you didn't know you pissed them off. No.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I'm actually afraid of heights, but I've done like the zip line stuff. I've done that sort of thing, and I used to be a catastrophe adjuster, so I would climb roofs. So for me, a 3 to 4 story house was not a big deal. Strange as it sounds, but it's like I'm in control of that. However, like in an airplane, the ascent and the descent drives me crazy. I'm not in control of that. Once we're up, I'm okay. I'm like Aimee. I don't want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. It took me enough stress to get up in the air to begin with.
Yeah, at
And
least
I don't do
I'd have
bungee
to be
jumping.
drunk. I'd
Yeah,
have to be drunk, and yeah, I'd have to not be in my right mind
I mean,
to do
bungee
it.
jumping, you don't know how much stress that cord has been under, and you're going to put
Mm-mm.
in, how many poundages of cord, and you don't know if you're like the last one before it snaps. Just no. Nope. Not in control of it. Not going to do it. Nope.
Yeah.
No, I can't. I'll live through you on that one, Greg. Like,
Yep. I have no
no.
problem doing that whatsoever. Super Hubby does it all the time. He did it. He jumped off like the highest bridge in South Africa, and I'm like, go for it.
And Aimee says, boom.
I will do that. Now, don't take me with you, because I will push you. Like, I'm all, I will. If you ain't going and you need to go because you holding up the line, or I'm hungry, I'm going to push your ass. Like, don't mess with me and food or anything. Like, I don't know.
Don't spell my name wrong. But it's like, I mean, if the plane is going down, give me a parachute and we'll jump. But yeah, otherwise, no.
No,
I'd have to be
I'm
strapped.
sorry.
Trevor and I were
No.
talking about that, and he said he would do it. And I said, honey, I would have to be strapped to somebody, and they'd have to like literally push me out with them. I said, in order for me to jump out of an airplane, that's the only way it's going to happen. That's it. Unless the plane is going down and you're hearing Mayday. That's it.
Well,
nope.
I'd probably go down with the plane. I probably wouldn't jump out even if there's a Mayday. I'm going to just hold on to my seat.
Well, it cracked me up because like a lot of the zip lines, especially down in like Jamaica and South Africa, they're like, you need to run and jump off this platform. I said, not only no, but that's a big Texas hell no. And they're like, no, you need to get to the other side. I said, I promise you, I will go to the end of this and I will push off and I will get to the other side just fine. Like, no, you won't. No, you won't. You have to run. I said, I am not running off of anything and putting stress on this line that's supposed to carry me all the way over there. And I made it every time. Thank you very much.
Well, going back to NerdCon, I have to say, love seeing Steve there, and Candace, his wife.
Steve and Candace are awesome.
And Stephanie, and
Veronica
Dan,
and Kelly,
and Dan, Veronica and Kelly, and Daniel, and I mean, I met a lot of people the first time, which I have to say it was great meeting them, but I love the interview with Stephanie where she's like waving, like, do I have your attention now?
I'm here.
Yeah, that was fun. But I always enjoy having them on the show. And unfortunately, like I said, I just had so much going on and I had to get home. But I got as many as I could done.
You did a lot. You did a day's worth in like 3 to 4 hours. Like when I was putting that sucker together, I'm like, dang, he got a lot in here.
And we didn't get them on. And I have to apologize to Darian and the author. I can't think of the kid's name. And yes, he is a kid to me. I'm 50. He's 12. He's a kid.
It doesn't matter if you're 50. If he's 12, he's a kid.
I have to apologize for them because when I was doing the interviews at first, I was using the internet that was there and it was actually breaking up very badly. And I felt so horrible about that. But that's not something that I can help. But after that, I actually got a text message saying, hey, it's breaking up. So I switched from their internet to using my carrier service and everything started coming out a lot better at that time.
Is this the same carrier service that you told me that I needed to switch to when I was literally in the boonies and you're the one that was cutting out?
No. It was their internet cutting out. I had to go to my
No, I'm
service.
talking about when I was talking to you on the way to my mom's for Thanksgiving and you called me. I was literally in the middle of nowhere and you're like, Aimee, you need to switch carriers. I can't hear you.
Yes. Yep.
Well,
that was the carrier I used.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe the carrier only works in like the Houston areas because I had 5 bars.
Yeah, I was able to record at the Renfest.
I was too.
Hey, okay.
I think we're on the same carrier.
Don't get me started on that. 1, I didn't make it very far, and 2, like, okay, come on, like, no. I only had 1 bar there. That is a legit thing. But I didn't make it very far. I'm sure if I kept walking, I would have had more signal.
I think next year, I think I'll basically you'll have to leave the kids at home, but I'll escort you and Josh around
You're
and
gonna
show
be
you
my
the
tour
place.
guy?
That was
Yeah,
very helpful.
and
He did
then
that for us.
we can actually maybe do the interviews there.
Now
On
that
that
is so
day.
nice. I get my own little tour guide because I went like a hot mess.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
you
okay
And
with
miss
I
so
can see
much.
it.
You miss
You
so
also,
much.
yeah, you also went at like noon, you said, and between 12 and 2, the influx starts to get more and more and more. We got there between 8:30 and 9, and it was just, you could breathe, you could walk around, you could talk to everybody, and it was great. We were
Well,
gone by 2.
Yeah, you
okay, but
definitely
see,
went morning.
here's the difference between me and y'all. Okay, y'all get 8 hours of sleep at night. My ass don't. My ass is doing good to get 4. So I ain't getting up no time at 6 in the morning to be somewhere at 8:30. Y'all,
That's why I
no.
said
I
that's
don't.
why
We
I
ate at
said
a
it should
hotel.
be just you and Josh. That
I
way your
know, but
kids
I'm
can
just
be
saying.
babysat by somebody and you can get
Hey,
some sleep.
I'm just throwing it out there though. Like that's why I was there at noon because I'm sleeping.
But it was definitely fun adventure that we did.
I absolutely loved it. It was great meeting your dad for our
Mhm.
tour weekend. But yeah, it was, I totally loved it. Actually, and I do need to compliment the security there because somebody lifted Trevor's wallet while we were there. And it took them 2 days, but they found it and they called us and we went and picked it up and everything was intact. So I do give them hands down security a ton of credit at the Renfest. So thank you guys so much.
Well, what I'm looking forward to now is actually Saturday. We're
Mhm.
going to have Tara Tinsley on, returning guest, and I think no, I can't say that. I think Stephanie did a couple of voices during her show when we had her on, but between the two, I think her and Stephanie are the only two that have actually did a little bit on the show,
Mhm.
as in voice or singing. So who knows what we're going to get this coming Saturday?
Yeah, and her voice is really pretty. I'm bummed I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna miss it, but so Tara, sorry I missed you this time around, but
And then we have Nathan Colt Young coming the
mhm.
following week.
Another
That
great
should be
artist.
Thursday. That should be Thursday. I can't wait to speak with him. I've
Is that
listened to some of his songs on his website. Oh
Thursday at
wow,
6?
that's Thursday at 6.
Okay. I told somebody the wrong time, so I need
Yes,
to
and I
correct that.
corrected that.
Oh, did
On
you?
the
Okay, good.
16th?
Thank you.
So let's see. Is Aimee going to be there for that one? I think
On the
Aimee will be there for that one. The
on the
16th.
16th? Yeah.
Yeah.
My 12 days ends on Sunday.
Are you doing those in the morning on Saturday and Sunday, or are you still doing evening?
No, Saturdays in the evening, Sundays at 11.
Okay.
Just
Well,
because
tell him
Sunday
I
has
said
Labor
hi
Day.
because gonna miss him there too.
I
But I've
definitely will.
seen tons of clips of him and heard his voice sounds amazing. You would have never known that to meet him as a pirate, that he has a great country sound.
Yes. But definitely looking forward to those. And as for now, everybody, we are going to be out of here and we will catch y'all on Saturday. In the meantime, y'all have a great week. And we do look forward to seeing y'all on Saturday at 11 a.m. Central Time. We'll
Bye.
catch you then. Adios.